Hey, what is going on everybody? My name is Zach and I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to add a shot tracer to your very own golf shots. And so I'm going to jump right on in without wasting any time and get started. First things first, what you're going to want to do is download the Shot Tracer app, or even better, go ahead and use a computer and then just download the Windows version, or if you're using a Mac, there's a Mac version. Or if you'd like, you can get it on Android as well. So it is both an app and a software you can download on your PC. Once again, I prefer the PC version because it seems to give you more options and flexibility, and it just seems to work easier. But anyways, so once you have this downloaded, I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I have it right here, as you can see. So I'm just going to open that up. And also, as you guys can see on my screen, I have a folder labeled golf shots that need tracers. I highly recommend whatever you guys do, whenever you upload your videos onto your computer, just create a folder that says golf shots that need tracers, and it's going to help you out a lot later on when you're actually editing this. So let's see here if I can pull this guy up. It looks like it's on my other screen, so let me just bring this over here. Now, I wish I could go full screen, but I can't, so this is going to have to do for now. But let me walk you guys through it. So, as you can see, I already have something up in here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to exit out of this and remove it, and then I'm just going to re-upload it just to make things easy for you guys. I already have it here. As you can see, the golf shots that need tracers, and I just have the one shot in here. So you can imagine if you had 18 or 20 or 30 shots, you can have them all in this folder and it's going to make your life a lot easier. So that's just a quick tip. But we're going to open this up, and what the software is going to do is it's going to automatically try and find your shot. And I find that about half the time it does a good job, and then about half the time I have to manually make the line myself. And so I'm going to go ahead and show you both. So if you were to open up and add multiple shots, they would all just pop up here, and you can just click on whichever one you want to view, which I'm doing right now. And one more thing to point out is it's going to give you a score on each one of your clips, and it's basically letting you know how well it thinks it automatically did creating your tracer. Most of the time it's just going to be average. If you get a green dot, that means it thinks it did a good job, which it usually does. And then if it's a red dot, you're usually going to want to redo that one. So anyways, I'm going to go ahead and play this just so I can show you the automated one it did. Here's just me swinging, and there is my automated shot tracer. So in most cases, that's going to be good enough. You know, I find that if you sit here and you're trying to perfect it too much, you're just going to waste a lot of time. And in the grand scheme of things, no one really cares that much if you have a couple tracers that aren't perfect. But anyways, if this video was way off, there's a few different options that you can do to fix it. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to come up here to the clip that you're wanting to edit and hit manual edit, and then edit trajectory. Now what it's going to do is it's going to give you these two options, and I just always go with this one. It's the easiest one and it works the best, as you can see. So it has the most accurate line, at least. So just click on this, and now what we're going to do is this is going to be frame by frame, and what you're going to want to do is you're going to go frame by frame and click on the ball as it goes. So I'm going to go down here and hit reset to impact frame. You're going to want to do this every single time. And now we are simply going back a frame or forward a frame until we find the impact frame. And when I say impact frame, I'm talking about the frame in which the club is hitting the ball. And that is going to be right there. So what I'll do is I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to drag this over, and I'm going to click on this. Well, actually, I'm going to hit set impact frame. Okay. So now the software knows this is where the tracer should start. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my mouse and just click, and then you can either hit next frame or you can hit the space bar. I usually hit the space bar, but I have a pretty clicky keyboard. And so I'm going to go ahead and just click for this video and then hit that. But anyway, so you're just clicking on where the ball is frame by frame, okay? And then I'm going next, click, and then I'm going next. And as you can see, this one's behind my head, so I'm just gonna go next and skip that one, and then I find it out here. And so next, click on it, next, click on it. And I find that you only really need to do this until, you know, near the peak of its trajectory. And once again, this really kind of just depends on how much of a perfectionist you want to be. But what I do is I just go until I notice the ball is pretty much at its peak. Let's throw in it. Yeah, I kind of lost it there, so I'm going to just guess. And then once the ball disappears or it's at its peak, I'm going to go ahead and go down here and hit continue to set landing point. And now this is where you're going to want to click around where you think your ball landed. And most likely, if you just recently played, you're going to remember where the shot was, or what you can do is you can just watch the footage and look at your next clip and see where you were hitting your next shot. And so I think I was around here, so I'm just going to click there and then come down here and hit create line, and then boom. So that's the line it just created based off of all those little points I entered and where the end point was. And now if I play this and I don't necessarily like where it landed or how it looks, I can always adjust it. For the most part, I'm pretty happy with that. I'll go over a couple options you have with the line in just a second. But I did want to point out, so let's say this line here isn't landing right. Let's say it's landing up in the air for some reason. And I'm just going to show you that really quick. And let's get on through this. Yeah, I'm going to have to work on this line a little bit. But so now here's an example where the line's not actually hitting the ground. All you have to do is click on these little parentheses and then drag it down to wherever you think it was. So I could put it over there if I thought it was over there, but I'm pretty sure I was over there. So I'm just going to leave it there for now. And once again, the line's going to adjust, and now we're going to land in that spot. Really quick, just to keep this video short, I'm going to go over this just very quickly. So if I was really happy with all this and I'm like, okay, it looks good, I want to go ahead and export this video, all you do is come down here and hit export current shot. And right now it is set to export the entire clip. So I uploaded about a minute long clip, and this is just 5 or 6 seconds of that clip. And right now, as is, it's going to export the whole minute long clip with this shot tracer added to just the shot. Now, if you only want to export a shortened version of the clip just of the shot, you can go ahead and hit trim individual shot sequence. And that's going to go ahead and export just a 10-second clip. So for me, what I like to do is export the whole clip, and then I'll, cut it as needed in the editing software later. But just wanted to show that to you guys. And then also one more thing, you do have plenty of options down here with the Shot Tracer Pro app to change the color of the line as you guys see fit. Let's say you want it to be pink. You can just click on this and then choose your color, click OK, and now it's pink. As you can see here, it changes colors from pink to whatever else I chose. And if you want it to stay just pink, turn this all the way over here, and now it's just going to be pink. Or if you want it to be just pink at the very beginning and then turn colors, you can do that, but I'm going to leave it right around there for now. You can also change the size. You can change, have it fly out during flight. I'll give you guys a quick example of that. But there's a lot of, see how it just kind of disappears with the ball. So there's quite a few different options there. I'll let you guys mess around with that just to save some time. One more thing I was going to point out, it does give you the option to add other tracers. You can trace your backswing and everything. I haven't messed with that yet, but I just wanted to get this quick video out for you guys to help you guys out. So one more option you guys can do is if you're wanting to change the type of the tracer, you can come over here and there's quite a few different options you can choose from. So if you want it to be dots, you can do that. But I find it just, a small skinny line looks the best for me. But anyways, guys, that's about it. I hope this video helped. If it did, please drop a like, consider subscribing, and if you have any questions, please just leave them in the comments and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Thanks, guys. Have a good rest of your day.